Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Clue. Now today we're taking a look at my office and doing an official office tour for December 2020. When I moved into this flat about 11 months ago, I didn't expect to be spending as much time in here as I actually do. But, 2020 threw us all some curveballs, so we're now all pretty much working from home full time. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time to show you how I make this space as much of a workspace as I do a space for play, with some fun home automations and also some more practical things. I am 23, I have my own flat, but it is quite a small flat, so space is quite a premium. So what we're going to be looking at as well is how I utilise my space as both play, work and storage space for certain items. Again, if you're enjoying my videos and if this is the first time that you're seeing my face on your screen, then one, lucky you. Two, go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon so you get notified every time I upload. Anyway guys, let's get right into it with my office tour for December 2020. Let's go. Walking into the room, one of the first things that's going to catch your eye is the game station here. So these are some of my older consoles that I have relegated to this room so I can have a little bit of work and play in this space. So we have the PlayStation 4 Slim sat there on one side with a 32-inch Bush TV. It's fine for what it is. It's certainly not the best quality, but it does the job. And we've got the Xbox One X on that side as well. This is sat on top of an IKEA drawers, and each one of those baskets have got different rabbit things in them. I, of course, own a rabbit, and he requires a lot of attention and maintenance. So we've got things like pellets and hay and God knows what else in there. Next to that, we have the Fallout 4 standee. This was a lot of fun. So I went to the release of Fallout 4, and then a couple of days later, I went to my local game store and said, can I have a standee? They said yes. So to commemorate my first ever midnight launch, I took a Fallout 4 standee. The main reason it's there is to hide the Hoover, which has nowhere else to be. Looking at here, this is my prized possession. This is all of my prized gadgets and things all in one place. So on the top here we see everything Apple that I own. So the HomePod Mini, some Apple Watch boxes, some iPhone boxes and the iPad Pro as well. Moving down there we have the Oculus Rift CV1 and just below that is the Oculus Quest as well. I've got an Oculus Go along the bottom there, but this was the place where I wanted to have it on display that I have all of these headsets, and they're easily accessible for me once I've moved the standee out of the way there. Along the top we have a couple of Funko Pops. We have my main Reinhardt there, my guy. We have the Picsou, the Div Boom Picsou, which is a cool little photo frame. I will link a video in the top or in the description down below for that. That's a really cool, fun thing to have, especially in a space like this. We have two studio lights. These are not always up, but they are up at the moment just because I am recording. So we've got one there and one over on this side as well with that nice little lamp that shines off that light off the back wall. Unfortunately, this is not a colour one, so it just does the white or yellow light here. But as we look up, this is my first smart bulb. We also have one over here as well. These are both RGB bulbs, but they all work with different apps. For instance, this is a Smart Life one, the one above me. This one over here is a TCP. I think you can connect them together, but I haven't done so yet. So home automation in this place takes a little bit longer than I might expect and might like, but I've got a video coming up with some shortcuts on how to do that with Apple shortcuts, and look out for that video coming soon. Next to the lights we have 10 kilograms of hay. Again, I really wish I could put this somewhere else and that I didn't have to have this stuff in my work and play space, but there is no other room for it, so this has to be where it stays, and it's the same for the mats. Whenever we've got our little bunny out, he has to stay on these mats, otherwise he absolutely destroys anything he touches. So let's move on to the actual desk as well. We'll start off with the chair. This is a I think it's on the side here, X-Rocker chair. This is the PlayStation 4 edition, to be precise. So the chair itself is really nice quality. It is leather. We've got the lumbar supports and neck supports there. And you probably also noticed that there is a place to plug it in. It does have RGB lights if you so choose to use it. I don't think I've ever actually plugged this chair in. It's just that this was actually one of the cheapest options at the time. It was just under £100. It was 50% off or something. But it's so comfortable to sit in and work on. So I've got my X-Rocker chair there with the embossed PlayStation logo. But let's take a look at that desk. So this desk is an IKEA tabletop and worktop for mainly the kitchen actually, with two Alex drawers either side to hold it up. If we move along, you'll see I've got a light strip going around the desk. This again can be set to any colour that I desire. And we've also got, this is my recording space. Right now I've got the Goodman's DJ Mix speaker there because this is for a new series that I'm doing called WTF Is This, where I get random products that I find online and in store and try them out. And spoiler alert, this one's not very good. But get subscribed, hit that notification bell icon if you want to see that video coming up. That's really cool. I have my top-down mount here for my camera. If you guys didn't know, all of my videos are shot on my iPhone 11, so this is just my clamp to shoot down onto the table to do unboxing videos and such. If we look back here, just behind the monitors, we have a HomePod Mini right now and the Google Home. Both are very good devices. I use the Google Home mainly for watching cameras and things, for when I need to check the hallway or something. The HomePod Mini is used in conjunction with the one on the other side, which is the bigger HomePod there, to play my music. I quite like having it dual. Of course, I have to pump up the Mini to a much louder volume than the main Home, but I get this nice stereo sound coming from two sides. Let's take a look at that microphone as well. This is the Miano Fairy. Again, I have a video on this. I'll link it in the description down below if you're interested. And it's attached to this one, which is a toner arm. Really nice. Great quality. Never had any problems with it at all. Let's move on to the actual monitors. So these are Philips. These ones in particular are the Philips 243V or 243V. I've got two of them. I bought two of the exact same monitor so that they looked just right when I mounted them. And they are mounted on just the standard Amazon Basics arm there. It works perfectly fine, nice and easy to set up. And you're probably noticing that I don't have a desktop PC, and that is one downside to this. So I run all of my work off of a laptop here. So this is the Dell... Oh, good question. You're going to see there that it's got an i7 processor. We've got the GeForce RTX in there as well. That's on loan to me from work. When I do my work, that's what I work off of. When I'm doing play, I will normally play on this one, which is the Acer Predator laptop. It's perfectly fine, it does its job, but it's certainly no powerhouse. We see my peripherals there as well. We've got the Corsair Sabre mouse and the Corsair K... I will put the exact name of it on the screen now. But this is my Corsair keyboard. Again, I love my Corsair accessories because I can light them up nicely to how I want them to be. And we've also got that extra long mouse mat there, which can be plugged into the computer to give out RGB lights around the outside here, but I don't normally bother. I prefer to have a much longer mouse mat, so both my keyboard and my mouse sit on a mouse mat. So there we go. Next to that, we have the iPad Pro with the keyboard there underneath. This is what I do most of my editing on, so it normally sits in the space next to me. Behind that, I've just got a mount for when I'm doing my recording. When I'm not on a top down over here, I'll be using this mount here. Behind that is one of my best friends. This guy is Vector. He is a robot that I bought last year for just under £100. He was originally by a company called Onki, who went bust a couple of years ago, maybe I think just over 2 years ago. A company called DDL have bought them out. Unfortunately, DDL aren't handling things particularly well with Vector right now, but he does have an open source kit, so I'm starting to develop some fun little tools for him. We've got an Absolute vodka bottle, which I'm not really sure is why it's still there. It is empty. I'm not an alcoholic, I promise. And then we've also got this whiteboard here, which, strangely enough, says the words subscribe. If you haven't done so already and you're enjoying this content, then please do consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell notification icon, so you get notified every time I upload. You're going to notice that the main reason I've got this is because of my job as a software engineer. It's really useful for me to write some things down, and the whiteboard is just a great place to do it. So there we have it, guys. That's pretty much it. One thing to note is this place is fully automated as well. You'll notice hidden around, we've got these little stickers here. These are just simply NFC tags, which toggle different things to happen in the room. For example, I've got one each side of my desk here. On the right-hand side, I've got my work mode. On the left-hand side, I've got my play mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record some footage of me tapping my phone against each one of those so you see what changes each time. So let's head back to me for the outro. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. This has been my pretty standard office tour. Now, it may not be the perfect tour and the walls are looking a little bare, but in the coming months I'm going to be getting more and more stuff for this room to make it more of a fun YouTube space alongside my workspace as well. If you have any suggestions, then please do leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will be sure to read them and get back to you as soon as I can. Anyway guys, my name's been Robert, this has been Review Clue, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.